So we are indeed very grateful to God. I want to thank the governor of the state, His Excellency Owore Rochas Okorocha, for creating the enabling environment for us, brothers and sisters of Igbo extraction, to gather together to show that we are one. As a people, we need to correct one impression. And that negative impression that the Igbos are never together is not in this dispensation. We must be together. And we must be seen to be together. There is no way we can survive as a people in isolation. Nigeria is a big theater, and we must play our role in this theater. The Igbos are such an influential group that no one, no matter who you are, can afford to ignore us. But if you don't say you are, nobody will ever say thou art. We need to say we are by remaining together, seen to be together, and act together. Let me join my brother, the Vice Chairman, to say welcome to everyone. I believe and I expect that this is just the beginning. Others who are sitting on the fence, it is our appeal that they should come in. We are open. The door is open. It is our desire that we build a very strong political platform that the Igbos will use at the end of the day to actualize their desire. Once again, I want to say thank you very much and God bless us.
APC Gefamutinolu Oburu nani meri kwesiri ime n'election nke garaga ihe na-emugbu aka emane ihe iji nọrọ dịka ihe dabara na mmiri bụ na ihe kwesiri ime na anyị emeghị ya mana ọ bụrụ na anyị pụta na 2019 mee ihe kwesiri ime ọ bụrụ na echetaghị ndị Igbo orechie I got to
As we continue to celebrate the turning point in the southeast of Nigeria as Igbo personalities collapse into APC, may I very happily welcome the next speaker, the person who will give the next goodwill message. He happens to be a noble son of the soil, former House of Rep member, former Senator of the Federal Republic, distinguished Senator Osita Izunaso, National Organizing Secretary of our great party. Put your hands together for him.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, Your Excellency, the former Senate President, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, members of the National Working Committee of our party, our National Deputy Woman Leader, the Zonal Woman Leader, APC Southeast, Zonal Youth Leader, APC Southeast, distinguished leaders of Southeast, my friend, Sir Mekofo, and all the other very important leaders of the Southeast here, I welcome all of you to Imo State. Igbo kwenu, Igbo monu, Igbo zuonu, biko, ihe na-eme taa bụ ka ndị Igbo gbakọta ọnụ ka e nwee ike ịnyụkọta mamịrị ọnụ ka ọ gba ụfụfụ. Maka na be anyị na omenala Igbo ka a na-asị na igwe bụ ike ụmụnna bụ ike. Kedu ihe meziri ihe ahụ anyị na-asị n'Igbo bụ ike na ụmụnna bụ ike? Kedu ihe anyị ji agbazi otu ebe anyị kwesịrị ịgbakọta ọnụ mgbe ọbụla? Cha Igbo mma mmanụ. Ihe anyị na-eme taa ka ndị Igbo bilie n'ụra. Otego anyị rahụbara ụra. Otego anyị ji na-emezu ọ dịzie ka na ọ bụ ozi nwoke na nwaanyị dunọ. Maka na agba mbụ ọ tụọ n'ogwe, agba abụọ ọ tụọ n'ogwe, ọ naka ogwe ka a pịrị akụ. Ndị Igbo ga-ebilite n'ụra maka na osikọrị tata dị mma ọ dịbara gboo. Ọ nwere onye na-agụ egwu si na ndị Igbo etinyere ndị ha kwesịrị itinye na APC faụ. Mgbe a na-asị ndị Igbo bilitenụ na chi efogo, bilitenụ na chi abogo, ha aghọtara ihe a na-ekwu. Ndị Igbo na-anọ n'azụ a na-akpụ ha akpụ. Mana ọ dịgodị ka ọ dị taa, afọ juru m. Enere m anya na Abia steeti, onye nwado onye fọdụrụ na Abia steeti. Everybody na Abia steeti bụ APC taa. Cha Abia mma mmanụ, Abia keleenụ. Lekwa ihe ndị Abia kpọsara nga sinetọ adị ole adịghị ije nwannụnụ Nkechi Nwaọgụ total chia. Abia gwụlanụ, Abia gwụla, Abia mma mmanụ. Ilekwa anya ifu ndị Ebonyi agwụla n'ụlọ na APC. The single senator Aboti, Senator Ucha, Honorable Ede, Ebonyi gwụrụ agwụ, ele ndị fọdụrụ na Ebonyi. Ịbịakwa na Enugu steeti, Enugu dịka ya kachasị. Nna anyị ukwu ji nwa obodo na APC. Nna anyị ukwu Kendamani, we welcome you to APC. A na-anabata gị. Afọ ọnwa Enugu ji afọ ụzọ ma Kendamani ma Senetọ Fito Okoro asọghị mbede a. Enugu gwụrụ agwụ n'ụlọ. Anambra the same thing. Emeka Ọfọdụ here. Ọ nwezi onye kwetara Anambra. Mana ndị Imo bụ ndị na-ebe akwa kemgbe na-asụ ụmụnne m bịabanụ ka egosi ụlọ ebe ụzọ nọ n'Imo steeti. Anyị gbalịkwara n'Imo steeti, gbalịsiri ike, gbalịta gọvanọ kụpụ nna ya aka. Ndị Imo mechakwa gbalịtakwa sinetọ kụpụ nna ya aka. Gbalịtakwa 2 members of House of Reps kụpụ nna ya aka. Ihe anyị na-ekwuzi iwu na nke a na-abịa abịa na ndị Imo ga-agbalịkwa ka esi gbalị ya mbụ. Ndị Ebonyi ga-agbalịkwa. Abia ga-emekwa ofu ihe ahụ. Enugu ofu ihe ahụ. Anambra kwa ofu ihe ahụ. Cha Igbo mma mmanụ, Igbo keleenụ. Ọ ga-adị nile mgbe n'aha Jizọs.
Ogeruwa mmaje mi bara, ihe adịwo mma. Ogeruwa mmaje mi bara, ihe adịwo mma. Ogeruwa mmaje mi bara, ihe adịwo mma. Ogeruwa mmaje mi bara, ihe adịwo mma.
The National Organizing Secretary of our great party, Senator Osita Isunaso Babando. Thank you. The All Progressives Congress, the APC, is a party that is very gender sensitive, and the stakeholders in the Southeast are also very gender sensitive. His Excellency, the Imo State Governor, very gender sensitive. That's why he has powerful women as commissioners in his cabinet. So on that note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the band will play a very special tune for the women, beautiful women of the Southeast who are gathered here, and they are going to be led by the National Deputy Woman Leader, Chief Mrs. Tina Adike, as she comes out with them.
Sweet mother, I not go forget you. For this suffer where you suffer for me. Sweet mother, oh, sweet mother. they cry, my mother go run up and down. She will find me something when I go chop. They come at me to go. Sleep, 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 my picky boy. Sleep, mother.
Tuesday, Southeast APC stakeholders meeting. Of course, on the screen right now are women from the Southeast who are taking a tune to enjoy themselves right away. Led by every other woman is the woman in charge of APC, the woman leader here. And it's all about celebrating the great Southeast. Different speakers had been on the podium right before the women came on stage. Was the National Working Committee and officer and the person of Senator Ositu Zinaso, who called for the Southeast people to come together as a party and as a people to join the APC. This event is also great because according to what is happening here, it is to celebrate a lot of Imo bigwigs who are here and who had joined the party APC. The woman leader of APC here in Imo is taking her time, enjoying herself with other women leaders. Today is a day of joy, and before the Senator Isnaso had said something, we had the National Auditor ABC, Dr. George Mongalo, also thanking the bigwigs who came to honor this event. They actually said it's no longer a story that APC is not in the Southeast, but APC is gathering its strength to ensure that everyone joins in the party to bring success and dividends of good democracy to the state and, of course, to the Southeast. Also before that, we had the Zonal Vice Chairman APC, Chief Ima Emugu, who described the event as a unity of Ndimu. We thank you and we ask you to keep watching and enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Be on standby as the Deputy National Woman Leader of our great party, Mrs. Tina Adike, speaks shortly on behalf of the women.
Hypertension, all pam pam. Your Excellency, my own governor, my governor, the executive governor of Imo State, a man that single-handedly made a deputy national women leader of our great party. Your Excellency, Owele Rogers Lepi Berenala. Owele Rogers Lepi Berenala.
Your Excellency, the former Senate President, Dr. Ken Naman, I respect you, sir. My brothers here, the members of our National Working Committee, starting from my own distinguished sister, Senator Osita Izunaso, Babando, and Mekeleke. My next brother, Dr. George Moraro, I thank you. The governor in waiting, I appreciate you. My national vice chairman, my own. Please, Your Excellency, my governor, permit me to stand on existing protocol for want of time. Biko, ihe nke atọ na tọkarịa mmanụ aṅụ. Ọ gịnị na-eme? Aga m agazi national na mụ na ndị Hausa eme ya n'ike. Enwere m ụmụnne. Enwere m ndị m ga-agba. Eso na-enwe godfathers. Maka onye ịkpara aka n'ugwu Hausa ọ sị na onye ahụ godfather m sị onye wu nke m. Owele Rogers, a na-ekele gị. N'ụdị ezumezu nke a, ka isi zute ya, ọ bụ mmadụ zutere gị wee kwere. The most important thing bụ na ị kwere were kpọọ ụdị okwu a. Anọ m ebe a fụ ndị ga-esogbu anyị, party women. Afụ na nsọ Emeka Ọfọ ka ọ hapụ ịbụ sọsọ party ga na-ebu mụ na ụmụ nwanyị. Emeka Ọfọ, ị ga-ahụ anyị be gị. Onye eze, enye mụ na gị award na Merit House sometime. Ị ga-ahụ mụ na gị enweghị appointment, mana ị ga-ahụzi mụ na ụmụ nwanyị be gị. Enwere mmadụ, distinguished Senator Ararume, nwoke ọma, cherekwa m, aga m abịa. Anyị niile nọ n'otu, anyị bụzi otu, anyị ụmụ nwanyị ka ọ na-aka. Ana m ekele n'ụzọ pụrụ iche. Biko, Senator Nkechi Nwọgụ, iwunu nne anyị, our distinguished nwanyị mara mma. Gị nwa na-akụziri m ọrụ, ana m arụtakwu ya. Ana m ekele unu n'ụzọ pụrụ iche. Thank you very much, sir.
We love you. We love you. Ụmụ nwanyị love you. Ụmụ nwanyị ebiliela n'ụra. Anyị agaba. APC ga-eje. Senator Nkechi, Emeka Ọfọ, iji ọfọ n'aka, eri nwa agwụ. APC ejebego.
We saw an array of beautiful, colorful women of the Southeast Zone, made of senators, House of Assembly members, commissioners, cream de la cream of women of the Southeast. We thank you for your wonderful presentation. Your Excellency, with your kind permission, I would like to invite some of the people that use the flag of the party to contest for elections in their various states in the Southeast, beginning with the former national vice chairman of our great party and the Guba candidate of APC for Abia State, Dr. Anyim Nyerere.
Igbo Mmamanu, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Imo State, Owele Anayo Okorocha, the man that saw tomorrow, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, Prince Eze Madumere, the former Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Ken Nnamani, the Speaker of Imo State House of Assembly, my own brother. I want to stand on existing protocols to say, Ndị Igbo, unu abịala nụ. Ndị ka anyị sị na mgbe mmadụ tetara n'ụlọ ọbụ ụtụtụ ya, Ndị Igbo ka ebe ụtụtụ anyị na APC. Achọrọ m iji ohere a kelee ụmụnne m na ụmụnna m ndị hụrụ echi, n'ihi na mgbe anyị bidoro ije a, ọ sịla anyị nwere ndị anyị nwere gboo, mma ha anyị dị ka abụghị anyị dị ka n'ụbọchị nke taa. That reminds me what happened when Lazarus died. When Jesus came, Mary said, Onye nwe m ọ bụkwara na ịnọ ya, nwanne m agaghị anwụ. Jesus asị ya na ọnwụghị ahụ na ọ bụ ụra ka ọ na-arahụ. Ndị Igbo achọrọ m igwa unu, with the arrays of people mahụla labatara la APC la South East, Lazarus anyị ebilela n'ụra. Achọrọ m ikele ụmụnna m ndị Abịa. Mgbe the National Organizing Secretary dị ikwu okwu, ọ sị la Abịa agwụla. And that is the truth. Ndị isi la PDP wee niile nọ nga n'ugbo. So mmadụ asị. And what you just saw, the forerunners, the real people are on their way coming. Masị Ndị Igbo, unu were aka keni, were otu obi. What we thought have eluded us in the past, we shall get it. To God be the glory. Thank you very much.
Dr. Anyim Nyerere, Guba candidate of APC for Abia State. Thank you. May I very graciously invite his Ebonyi State counterpart, a national political character, my senator, the Guba candidate of APC for Ebonyi State, distinguished Senator Julius A. Ocha my man, to please come to the podium. Ocha my man.
Jesus, obiara na mbara zibe. Obinato muto. Jesus, obiara na mbara zibe nenyashi. Come on. Agono kane magoba. Aye nyekele no. Kiribe Anama livi livu. Anama livi nago. Mbamba kurudi. Ilanya na boss, iga wiwe de kewa, mama mana no bewa, biko tuturu tabanye mwata ko ojibo okore banyere yowo. Amaki ma police weje, without a will. Kodi ko ngere muzo, oyi na to wa beri. Amaki de ko kutabuja, bang kurudi.
Otodrijeso. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Imo State, Owele Anayoro Chasokorocha, a great political mover, the great leader who motivated us to galvanize a movement that is today strong APC in the Southeast. I salute His Excellency, the former President of the Senate, His Excellency Ken Namani, the man who gave Nigeria present-day political fortune. Honorable the Speaker of Imo State House of Assembly, I defer to you. I most sincerely salute the Deputy Governor of Imo State. I humbly appreciate one of us here who has participated immensely in the making of Nigerian presidential election, Sir Emekofo. Our national officers are a symbol in the National Secretariat, the ambassadors of Igbos in the National Secretariat. I salute you most sincerely. Our leaders here assembled, I defer to you. Ndị Igbo ekele m unu. Ọ na-abụ ndị Igbo onye ekwe gị na-eme chi ya ekwe. Ndị Igbo o kwere ka nghọta taa na ndị Igbo ekwego na chi anyị emego gịnị, chi anyị ekwego. It was very difficult for Owele to market APC in the Southeast. He created several acronyms to enable Igbo people accept what we are today celebrating. We should remain eternally grateful to him for this show of solidarity and wonderful wisdom by bringing us together today. What I have seen today is the beginning of a new era, an era that will give Igbo people a pride of place in Nigerian politics. The galaxy of personalities here assembled, singing the chorus of APC, shows a new beginning. It shows that our tomorrow will be better than our today, in Jesus' name. In Ebonyi State, south of the nation of Nigeria, APC is now a mass movement. We have commenced our registration. People are clamoring to register. In some words, as many as 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 persons have registered.
Therefore, what started like a small movement in the Southeast has snowballed into a large crowd where people are struggling to be part of the history-making process. So, ndị Igbo, ana m ekele unu. Chimmere m obi ọma mgbe m enweghị olileanya. Chimmere m obi adị m mma Chimmere m obi dị m mma mgbe m enweghị olileanya. Chimmere m obi ọma Chimmere m obi ọma mgbe m enweghị olileanya. Chimmere m obi ọma Chimmere m obi ọma Chimmere m obi ọma
Chineke kigwe ịnapụtara m mgbe mmụọ nọ na nsogbu aga m enye gị ekele ọma ka m ga-enye Chineke.
Thank you so very much. That was Ocha, my man, from Ebonyi State. We thank you so very much. Elections all over the world, especially in Nigeria, they are standing on the tripod. The men, the women, and the youth. The men have spoken. The women have danced to the glory of God. Youth cannot be left out. And with that, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I welcome Chief Paul Chukwuma, Zonal Youth Leader, APC, for the youth.
Ogbomi yakere, 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 yakere,
APC, APC, APC. The senior advocate of the masses, Your Excellency, Chief Anayo Rochas Okorocha, Executive Governor of Imo State. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, the man who has given us what it means to be loyal. Your Excellency, the former Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Dr. Ken Nnamani, the Speaker of Imo State House of Assembly, our National Working Committee members here present, our NEC members here present, all members of the National Assembly, my own brother, Sir Mekofo, when we see you in Anambra, anyị dị happy. Ana m ekene onye ọbụla. Biko, asị na ogologo okwu adọrọ n'ụka mgbede. Obi dị m aṅụrị na tata na anyị nọ ebe a taa wee na-ekwu maka APC. Anyị ji obi aṅụrị wee na-anabata ụmụnne anyị. Asị na mgbe eji wee tete bụ ụtụtụ ya. Anyị na-anabata onye ọbụla. Ife anyị na-ekpe na-ekpele bụ ndị na-abịakwute anyị anọgbu na anyị anọgbu. Ka o wee baa anyị ka anyị niile wee jikọọ aka wee mewe ife anyị na-eme. Maka na onwere onye a na-achụ na pati. Onwere onye a na-achụ na APC. Onye ọbụla dị welcome. Mana sị malụ na ndị dịka Rochas anaghị Okorocha zasịrị Boko Haram na biznes ya. Akpọsịrị ya Malam, akpọsịrị ya afa dị iche iche. Anyị amalụzi anyị na hurry. So na ndị bidoro ụzọ wee na-anụ ọgụ anụnwa. Other can deserve some respect and recognition. In the youth, I am Masikwana and the youth in the Igbo. Water, none APC. Na aba ọfụma na APC kudo ya adịrị ndị Igbo adịkwa ama ama. Sirapụsị ya ife a na-ekwu unu n'anya unu ya afụ na apụga bido na Anambra ọgụ ya asị na ọbụlụgo pati ndị Igbo emesịrị anyị fụsiri ka apụga si wee nọlụ kịta ndị nọbụ n'ime ya mesịkwụsịrị pụkwuo na apụga onye amazi ife a na-eme were ya na-eme ife a na-eme. APC bụ the only party as we stand ihe nyere anyị aka n'ala Igbo ka anyị wee malụ ife anyị na-eme n'obodo anyị bụ Nigeria. Ana m ekene ndị bidolu struggle a ọ dị very important maka na ọ bụ na ndị otu onye isi anyị bụ Rochas, our leaders bido from Rochas, Senator Chris Ngige, Dr. Bonni Onu, ọ bụ na fa rapụrụ this party mgbe a na-akpọ Boko Haram anyị ama na ebe a taa. So we must encourage our brothers ndị na-abata abata anyị na-ekene unu wee na-asị biko ka anyị wee na-ezigbo obi wee na-abata ka ọ wee baa anyị ncha niile ndị be ekele m unu.
Ndị Igbo niile ga-ekwenụ ntị ejikwe m akụkọ wee bịa unu bi n'enunu na orule mma anyị ga-eje ka anyị jee were ife ruru anyị ka anyị were ife kwesịrị anyị. Obi tọrọ m ụtọ oge furu Emeka Ọfọ onye ụwa niile na-ekwu okwu ya. Emeka Ọfọ abatala na APC 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 APC. O nwere ndị Igbo nei mba ọ ga-agaghị abụ ife egwugbo ọzọ bụ iwe mee ọzọ bụ iwe mee.
Thank you so very much. Your Excellency, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when one American philosopher was asked to name his basic prerequisites for winning elections, he said first, money, second, money, third, money. And to demonstrate that the Southeast APC is not financially hollow, we have a man here who will be speaking for the business world, a global financial catalyst, Sir Emeka Ọfọ.
Amam n'ịtabago Emeka Ọfọ n'iribego mana enwere ndị riri ka ise eri na ego ha agwụgo. Amam n'ịtabago Emeka Ọfọ n'iribego mana enwere ndị kụrụ ka isi akụ na ego ha agwụgo. Chukwu menu eriwa agwụ. Ego mụ hanita akpọmanụ eriwa agwụ. Ụwa ga-emebi ma m soro ndị be eriwa agwụ.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. As you all know, that I am not a politician. I am a businessman, but I've come here because there are people that are dear to me. That's why I decided to come to accompany them. I will recognize and thank the Executive Governor of Imo State, in person of Dr. Chief Anna Ayoro Chasokerocha, my dear brother, in whom everybody, most people who know me, know that we are tied together. Senator Ken Nnamani. I may not be very correct or very confident with the protocol list here, but I know that after that, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, I thank you, I salute you, the Speaker of Imo State, the members of the Working Committee, and senators that are present here, members of the National Assembly, members of the House of Assemblies, and other distinguished gentlemen and ladies. I stand on the existing protocol. And please, I may not have remembered my friends, Chief Tony Chukwu, Omiakari Chukwu, Chief Tony Eze, and Chief Ebuka Onunkwo, Mr. Jafar, and all other people. So I stand on all the existing protocol. And please, members of the press, you are all welcome. Thank you. Ndị Igbo ekene m unu. Igbo ekene m unu. Ṅụọnụ, lienụ, ụmụ unu ga-azụ ụlọ. Ife njibi ebe a abụrụ na m bụ onye APC. Ife njibi ebe a bụ ka o wee mene ka ọ dịrị Igbo mma, maka na onwe ebe anyị na-eje Lagos. Unu ruo n'Ore, ruo n'ụzọ pụta Shagamu na-eje Lagos, unu ga na-afụ otu esi arụ ọrụ ebe a. Unu ga na-afụ ife na-arụgasị n'obodo ndị ọzọ. Nye ọ dị mma ka ndị be anyị na-ekpọkọta ọnụ, unu bụ ndị na-epolitiks mkpọkọta ọnụ, wee je napụta ife a. Dozie ebe anyị, dozie mbe anyị, maka na o nwee ebe pat South East ga-abịa ije ịpụta n'ebe ọzọ, ife na onwe ife dị iche. Kwa n'eziokwu, ife a na ife nna achọ bụ ka ọ dịrị anyị niile mma. Onwe nke mwa ga-eme ga-enye aka ka obodo wee dị mma mmemme. Ebe ọbụla mụnwa fụrụ ife ọma ka m ga-eje. Onye ọbụla mfụ na-eme ife ọma mma sọpọt ya, maọbụ nwanne m, maọbụ nwanna m, maọbụ onye Anambra, maọbụ onye Anambra, as long as na ịbụ onye Igbo, ife ize a ga-eme bụ ka Igbo wee dị mma. Mmadụ dịka Kenneth Nnamani bụ ezigbo mmadụ, maka otu onye si eme ka dike si akpụ ya. Anọ na ọbịala ebe a wee sị m bịa ka m nọnyere ya na Owerri Rochas nye bata nji wee bịa. Nwere ife ọzọ m ga-ekwu, mana mbọsị ọbụla ndị APC ndị ọbụla ga-akpọ m oku, onwe ife ọbụla mmemme ga-eme ka ife a na-eme na-aga n'iru, adị m available ịbịa. Daalụkwa.
Sir Emeka Ofo, national financial character, a global personality,
a business mogul, Sir Emeka Ofo, on the podium seeking to support the entire Southeast on whatever that is good. He said that the unity of the Southeast is paramount. It doesn't matter the political party that anyone belongs to. But it is important that the country, not just the party, APC, but that the country should move forward in unity. And of course, the Southeast is one of them. So he had come to felicitate with his people to support the unity and the progress of the Southeast. You're still watching the live program reaching you from the largest network in Africa, the NTA, and it is the Southeast APC stakeholders meeting holding here in the Imo International Conference Center, Owerri, the capital city of Imo State. Please continue to stay with us.
His qualitative and transformative leadership, a very wonderful business administration product of Ohio University. By the special grace of God, is a clean politician of national acclaim and is here in our midst to simply signpost that the Southeast leaders have come together, and it's only when clean people are involved that everybody will believe. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the former president of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Dr. Ken Nnamani.
Come and see what the Lord has done for me. Come and see what the Lord has done for me. Oh, come and see what the Lord has done for me. If he's into be man, I really pay.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I will be very, very brief on the issue of public protocol because I have a few things to say. And I would like just simply to recognize the host governor, Rochas, Governor Rochas, and his deputy, members of the National Working Committee of APC, my good friends, entrepreneurs like John Bofor, Senator Agoti, some of you who came from far and wide, Tony Chuku, Tony Eze. All these are successful businessmen, and there are quite a number of them here. You know, it has become a burden in Nigeria. Each time you are called upon to make a little public speech, before you finish going through protocol, you create some enmities that you can never imagine. If you forget to mention somebody's name and it's your friend, it means you have looked down on him. I think we are gathered here in great appreciation for what is happening in the Southeast. I thank the host governor for finding it convenient to invite us to this luncheon. There will be another occasion for public presentation and public declaration of those of us in public life. Our Constitution guarantees freedom of association. I have seen some articles already attacking some of us who feel very strongly that our people, yes, our people are represented in APC, but we need more people at the national executive committee of the party where decisions are made. And such decisions go through the platform of APC caucuses, both at the National Assembly and outside. There are few of our people that participate in that, especially in the National Assembly. I'm happy that Imo has produced a senator who now will participate in the national caucus, especially in the Senate. Otherwise, we are like people who are crying under the rain. We are complaining of marginalization, but we are not where decisions are made. By virtue of my previous position, there's a high probability that I will be a member of the National Executive Committee, that's NEC, of the party. And nobody would dwarf me in such a way I cannot express myself. So people who are writing that some of us that are going into APC is because of hunger or because of contract, you don't need to be a member of APC to do contract. That's one. Many of us are in politics because of service. We think politics is service. Some of us, most of us have second address. We are not desperate politicians. I left PDP 6th of February 2016. I publicized it and I gave my reasons. I won't repeat that here. So, I feel that we Southeasterners, we should play politics of ideas. We should politics as a market of place of ideas, not attacking any person. I read not too long ago people that are saying, all these are hungry people who are moving from one party to the other. If you have a new information about a situation, you have every opportunity of changing your mind. If you don't change your mind, you will say my fool. So, I will appeal to our people to please play politics of ideas. We should not use any gutter language addressing people, hunger, desperate people, so on. No. Because in national politics, you come with spurious argument. People will listen to you. You persuade people to do things for you. not by being confrontational. You are confrontational, and if you appeal to people, chances are that they will rebuff you. The Southeasterners, all of us here, and those at home, we don't have the ingredients to play opposition politics. We don't have that ingredients. It requires media. You don't have media. It requires money, big money, ownership of commerce, businesses. Our contemporaries, our neighbors, the Southwesterners, they have what it takes to play opposition politics. In fact, I believe that they thrive more in opposition politics than playing in the main game. Why? They have airports, they have the sea, they have the money, they have the media. We cannot say that. But we are not people asking for free handouts. We are people who are willing to compete. All we ask for, if it is possible, is level playing field. Our people are willing to compete. So those thinking that all of us will fuse together in one place, I don't think it's a proper idea. If you notice the last election, we saw how sophisticated the Yorubas are. Not if you notice the difference between the votes garnered by the candidate of PDP and the candidate of APC. You notice that there's not too much gap. What does that mean? It means they want to play, whoever wins, they'll play a role. In our own case, because we are too smart by half, we put all our eggs in one basket, and that basket doesn't belong to us. So, I am not among any person or group of persons who will be saying all of us should be in one place. No. Go where you think you can maximize your own potentials and help our people. Because some of you here are in position not to participate in politics at all, but you do that for the love we have for our country, the love we have for Ndigo. So please, let the word get out from here that we don't want to play politics or pulling people down, abusing any person. It doesn't help us. That is not a positive argument. We should think positively. I want to thank the governor for a special reason. When somebody dreams big, it's called high expectation, high performance. If the governor has realized, being the only APC governor in the Southeast, that he needs more hands to assist, he can't do it alone. Let us not condemn any person. What I will find is level. As you enter, you find where you fit in, what you can do. You assert yourself. Igbos are known for that. But the fact that we are the worst enemy of ourselves, people attack. Before I get to Enugu, there will be a barrage of attacks. It happened not too long ago when General Ibrahim Babangida declared his interest in presidency. I was the chairman of the occasion at Eagle Square. People were saying, damn that, why should it? We thought you were a Democrat. You are now gone up north. But I want to remind us here that one of the agreements in the past was that if South concluded 8 years, North will also do 8 years. The man who moved that motion was Lawa Kaita from Katsina. It was carried. When unfortunately, their own candidate died midway, almost. I thought our people should have seen the reason to support them to complete the remaining 4 years. We didn't do that. We're paying a price. Because what that means is that whoever emerges there should do first and second tenure, prolonging the time that our own people will take a shot at that. Some of us that saw that advance, people saw that we have sold out. You can now see the trouble. There's a talented man here, the guy is singing. I heard him very well. Much of the thing that we're saying here is a talent position. He probably doesn't hold a degree in music, but I listened to him very attentively. Very intelligent. He said we should wake up from slumber. And things we didn't do which we ought to have done, we're paying a price now. Now, one of the reasons for our gathering here, because some of you that got the text messages will have noticed that I participated in inviting people here. We think we should have a date with the national leadership of APC. That will take place, Enugu will play host. That's a place the president or whoever is going to present him, but I prefer that he comes himself. We will receive so many teaming supporters so that they will see that we are not really anti-APC. It's not toxic, because we thought it's a toxic something. It is not. So, having said this, I admire those who talked about solidarity. And that's why I thank all of you who have come here to show this solidarity, because the notice was very short, and yet we have a full house. From the 5 states, this cuts across political divide. When I got here, I recognized that there are those who don't belong to any political party. I recognize so many businessmen, entrepreneurs of different stature. That makes so much sense. It shows you are not against this administration. You are in support of what is going on for us to get integrated. Because we like to play local champions. Everything in our zone, we read meanings into it. What is he calling people? What is he trying to do? Forgetting that there may be places I can occupy, which you may not occupy, and there are places you can occupy, which I'm not capable of occupying. We have to encourage one another so that we can do something. If we all work together, as so many people have stated, we can go very, very far. If we go alone, as my friend was saying today, we can move, but not as fast, and we may not go so far. So there are things people can achieve as a team. It is about time we play national politics. Don't see the whole issue as somebody who is aspiring to become a governor, aspiring to become a councillor, a senator, a member of the House. I don't fit into that category. I am rendering this as a service because I know nobody is going to work for us with people like our governor and so many other important people seated here, men and women. So it is our turn to recognize that no one group has monopoly of ideas. If we don't reach out and do other zones political favor, we don't expect that zone to do us a favor too. Therefore, it is about time we think national. Because if you look at a federal parastatal, an agency, take for instance NPA. NPA, the turnover of that authority, I tell you, is almost equal to all these things our people run to Abuja to collect every month. And I wanted to make a strong point that we can take home. When, during our time in office, Lagos State had problem with the executive branch of government. They were not getting their monthly allocations. They continued for almost some years. It didn't stop them, which means that the internally generated revenue of Lagos State, I think, is more than almost all the amount our people go to collect every month in Abuja. That's one state. And you look at terms of numerical strength, why it is important for us to think national as well. Kano has 44 local governments. If you add the number of local governments in Kano, Jigawa, and Sokoto, it's more than the entire Southeast put together. We cannot turn our back to the central government. We cannot turn our back to other groups if we must go far in Nigerian politics. And I want to mention clearly, and maybe some people at home may be watching this, Nigeria is a country where politics is superior to economics. What I mean by this, if you take a big, about 10 kobo or thereabout, you use it and sign certain bill, it wipes out our containers, because anytime they're selling containers, it's mainly from Southeast. If you don't have somebody inside there where that decisions are made, you don't expect too much of a justice. Somebody has to say, you are there. So we don't turn our back and say, no, politics is a dirty game. It's not dirty. If it's dirty, you buy soap and wash it. So I would like to end by urging us. Remember, I said I'm not advocating that every person should come to APC. Not everybody. If you know you have a role to play, not just to come and raise your hand, even when you don't know why you're raising your hand. It is important that water finds its level. So our people that can compete favorably and make some argument. What is the highest position we have today in government, national? You will say Deputy Senate President. But there's an anomaly. Anomaly in the sense that he does not attend the APC caucus. He doesn't know what is going on. How does he now assist us? How does he assist us? The benefit of such a position is personal. So when people are opening their mouths, they should be very careful, because people are watching. I think our people should think and ask very hard questions. This is a turning point in our political history. If we did not do what we did in 2006 by saying we stand firmly with the people of Nigeria, there should be no elongation of tenure. Our president will not have had the privilege or the temerity of going to Gambia to talk to that man that has now sneaked out. What people will be asking is, how about your own country? So we must think ahead. We Southerners, Southeasterners, should think ahead and make new friends in Nigerian politics. We can't do it alone. No section can do it alone. So our coming together, as we have been told by our National Vice Chairman, Emenuku, I'm very impressed that if we, by new people coming in, can energize the party, and we compete favorably, because if our other people will see us as coming as a team, they will respect us more and do exactly why we won the African Cup. Nigerians played very well as a team, not as individual stars. So, I thank you people for turning out the sense of this solidarity, for the text messages sent. There will be another great opportunity where we can go out and showcase so many people who are trying to join the party. Those of you who have made up your mind, it's like music. When music is playing and it touches your heart and you feel like shaking your head and getting up, you make up your mind and come forward. But we must not condemn any person. That's the important message I'm leaving. Those who are joining and those that are still not decided, we give them chance. There will be a moment when they will decide and take action. For those of us that have decided to join, we work hard. It's not APC in daytime, PDP at night. No. Anywhere you are, you should defend where you belong. You should be there firmly and work hard for the progress. And let us have a politics of ideas where we can hold debate and not abusive language, gutter language. There's no point of rushing to praise all the time to attack people. Those that were calling people Boko Haram and the rest of it, that's abuse that's not necessary. So I thank you for your audience, and I congratulate those of you who have been holding the party before this time, and I recognize many people who have come here on a solidarity basis who don't belong to any political party. my friend Emeka for Tony Eza and the rest of them, I congratulate you for having the courage, because it requires commercial and political courage to come here. We thank you very much. We will play politics that is clean enough, not where we end up in handcuffs and they drag us about. Excess baggage. People with excess baggage should take back seat. That's another important thing. Take back seat. Because if you are compromised already because of problems you have, excess problems, you cannot be effective to our people. You can't be effective to the party. It requires courage to do this. You may not like this. The issue of corruption is real. It is real. We don't turn things to bazaar. If you cannot hold your throat and you commit things, you go in for it, but you lose your position. Screening should be done properly. I suggest that we do better work. And before I take my seat, can I correct one impression? People are saying, why should you join APC when you are the chairman of the Constitutional Electoral Reform Committee? My answer that very quickly. The report that we will issue has no coloration of a political party. It's not for APC, it's not for PDP, it's like making laws, it's for all times. You don't make law for an individual or for a group only, no. The people that will debate the report in the National Assembly are political party members. So my sense of judgment will have nothing to do with whether I'm APC or not. But as I said, we have a duty, not just to stand outside and criticize, and our constitution says you cannot be an independent candidate. If you must be effective, you have to go inside it and play a role, if you trust yourself. So I cannot be independent and say I'm a politician. I have to be somewhere. And that's why I'm registered. It will have nothing to do, it has nothing to do with the report of Constitutional Electoral Reform Committee. It's devoid of political coloration. I thank you for your audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Namane, who was registered for APC, leaving the podium. He appreciated the sweep in the Southeast for the political party APC and called for politics of idea, not of condemnation, criticism, and enmity. Senator Namane of the Southeast and a guru in politics said there's no need for backbiting in Southeast, but the political parties should come together, and he is proud to be a member of the APC. He said confrontational comments is not good for the Southeast if they must be in the national party. And then he called for everyone in the Southeast to maximize their potentials for political success of the group. You're still watching the Southeast APC stakeholders meeting holding here in the IICC Owerri. Please continue to stay with us.
Vision Biara, the man who crossed the political Red Sea and is allowing his brothers and sisters to join him. A man whose leadership is characterized by selflessness, sacrifice, and service. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, political administrator, master of law product of University of Jos, former advisor inter-party of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, former chairman of NAMA, former member of the Constitutional Conference, and to the glory of God, former Federal Character Commission. Welcome, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a 23-in-1 governor, chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum of Nigeria, His Excellency Uwele Rochas Anayo Ukrocha, Governor of Imo State of Nigeria.
Owele, Anayo Rochas Ukrocha, Owele, Bibo Dara.
Please be seated. God bless you. To God be the glory for a great day like this. My brothers and sisters, having seen the people I have long looked for, my heart gladdens. I'm not only mesmerized or tantalized, but I'm flabbergasted. I want to express my heart full of joy for seeing my brothers and sisters coming together in unity. It reminds me of the great word of God, Psalm 133, which says, how wonderful, how pleasant is it for brethren to come together, for brothers to come together in unity. It's like an ointment, oil, poured on the head of Enoch, drawing down the bears and getting down to his skates. Out of excitement, let me welcome all of you, Your Excellency, my Deputy Governor, my Speaker, my Executive Council. Let me on your behalf welcome to Imo State our brothers, His Excellency Dr. Ken Naman, distinguished senators here, two numerous mention, the political movers and shakers of our society, the business mongols, Saimekofo, the great men and women of Igbo nation. God again bless all of you. In fact, I record with mixed feelings, but mostly of joy, the journey so far. I recalled the story of APC, how it all started and where we are today. But thank God, finally, APC is now in Southeast. Let me tell you, and let me introduce myself. I'm the lonely governor of APC from the Southeast. And my prayer is that may I have more governors from the Southeast in 2019 to support me. You may not understand what it is to be a lonely child and what happens to me whenever I attend the governor's meeting. Looking at the Southwest, seeing many governors of APC, the Northeast, the North Central, all the zones, but with only me. It took the mercy of God and the love of my colleagues to so sympathetically appoint me as their chairman. I do not deserve it because I had nobody with me. But now that the Ken Naman is, now that the movers and shakers of our society are with me, Onye Kambos, this is a joy that gladdens my heart. So let us now go back to what happened yesterday. Onye Enugu, Onye Ara, Potrana Junction, New Ahon, Leanya, Nowhere, Onye Ahon, Leanya no Ebony, Leanya number one, Hasan Kagala, Umunem Kagala. We have opened a new page in our political life, in the political life of our people. I remember, if we keep counting, you might make mistakes. It was the same position here that I cried when Ostis Nassau lost his Senate seat. And I wept sore that Igbos have lost the Senate president. I was mad. I wasn't worried the fact that I was called all names, Okorausa, a member of the Janjaweed party, Boko Haram, one who is bringing Islam into Southeast, who wants to Islamize the entire, but I cried because I saw the future and that Igbos lost because we played a very bad politics in 2015. We played And like the Senate President, my brother said, we played a very, very bad politics. Today, we have lost a lot. We are not the Senate President. We are not the Speaker. We are not the President. We are not the Vice President. We are not anywhere because of our bad politics. But now that we are together, Nigeria will hear us. I'd like to commend, I would rather appreciate those of you who have the courage to join us. Those of you who have decided to make it possible for us. Because if I say I will go it alone, it is not possible. If I say I will do it alone, with my brother Ngige, with my brother Boneonu, it is impossible. But thank God that we have leaders like Ken Namani coming to join us. But let me tell you, and I will do something that is very unusual of me. I'm a very reasonable person. I'm very focused, and that you cannot take away from me. Reasonable in the sense that I can put plus and minus politically, and I can provide an answer. Today, as it stands, there's a vacuum of leadership in the Southeast APC. Given the fact that Rochas Okorocha is a governor, I can only do what governors do. I cannot superimpose myself because governorship have limited my activities. I can only work at the realm of my colleagues, the governors. Now, my brother Ngige is a minister, and there's a limit to what a minister can do because we are still a man under authority. My brother Ogbononu is also a minister. He will be grouped alongside other ministers, just like I will be grouped alongside other governors. But there's a vacuum of leadership if Igbo APC will make any sense. And that's why I'm happy to have Ken Naman coming at this point. So when we hear that leaders are coming from the Northwest, or when the Tinubus arise from the Southwest, the governors will not let me fly beyond governors at that point. I need another person from the Southeast who can move to meet the rank. And Senator Ken Namani will be a perfect match for that. Therefore, I say to all of you, there's no longer confusion as the issue that Ndi Igbo Enweze. I'm not looking for who to lead. I'm looking for who can lead me. Senator Ken Namani, please come and lead. I say so you can allow me continue with the jobs I do and the work I do in trying to make Imo State better for my people. The late night meetings in Abuja, if I have to attend every day, Imo State will suffer for it. Please allow me, as I decline from leadership of Ndibo in this APC from any form or shape, that I may be free to serve the people of Imo State. This is my desire, and this is my prayer. But please care, distinguished senator, forget not your brothers like Jim Mobo, who should also join you in this leadership. I have spoken to the great man of our land, Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, who has declared being apolitical. He does not belong to any political party. But please, such leaders, make sure you work with them to project Igbo interests and Igbo nation. I'm still a young man, a rising star. I have enough years in my life. I can afford to wait. My people, my people. Let me also advise for those of us, the very key personality that have joined our party, please join not to cause confusion, but join to promote the party. I tell you my experience, and this is something all of you will have witnessed. When I came to run for governorship of Imo State, I didn't like the party, PDP. And MPP, I walked out of convention of MPP. When I came to serve the people of Imo State, I realized that going to PDP and fighting to fight my way in to get what I wanted would have created political commotion. I decided to show my political will and political powers and go and pick a party, Abuja, that had no structure, no honorable member, no councillor in Imo State. And I defeated an incumbent governor using Abuja. This is what is called political sagacity. In the same vein, I became governor against the incumbent governor and against the federal government controlled by PDP. And anywhere you see a governor or a president beating an incumbent, democracy has taken place. Because it's not common in our checkered history to beat the police and beat the army and beat the SSS and beat the cash that accompanies incumbency. That I did with the no names in politics. Most of them seated here today. President of Igbo extraction, there's no party can guarantee so soon like APC. Remember I said to you that I had to recoin the name of Mr. President, President Muhammad Buhari, to Buhari government. Because I believe, and Ken, my brother, listen to this. I believe that if President Buhari is supported and he completes his 8 years in office, then there's no justification if the sentiments of zones or where you come from matters in Nigerian politics, which I don't subscribe to, but there's no reasonable saying George Moralu, the man who Osita is my son. I remember how it all started. I could only say to people, God bless you. But your pride should be that you brought in people into this party and made APC bigger. It is better, let me warn gentlemen, it is better to be a director or a shareholder, 1% shareholder of a $1 billion business than to be the managing director, chairman, chief executive of a. To quickly take advantage of now, of time, and come over. I'm happy that some of our colleagues, my colleagues, have been discussing with them from the Southeast, and some people are representing them here to monitor. I will not mention their names, but let me assure you that in no distant time, we are sure that 3 governors of Southeast will join APC very soon.
Oh, Christ the Son, Hero Christ, all of the throne, we seek his son. All of the crown, we seek his son.
So to you, the representative of those 3 governors, I know you came here and your bosses. God bless all of you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And let me also advise, just like you may have heard from our youth leader, he was speaking out of emotion, but that should not form the issues of the moment. The issue of the moment is that Igbos must unite in APC to get what is due to them. Now that somebody like Dr. Ken Namani is coming on board, I'm sure that will collapse 50% of the structure of PDP in most of the states of the Federation. Now that Chief Emmanuel Wanyanwu is no longer is apolitical. He doesn't belong to any political party. But he has his blessings for APC. He supports us. That helps our structure to grow. We must open our doors. Because whatever you protect too much, you lose. Whatever you open too much, you win. Let me advise all of us, old members of APC. Yes, you have reasons to be angry. Yes, few years ago, if you play pictures of what happened, it's unbearable. But gentlemen, it's better we have a growing party than to be a managing director, chief executive of a small party. APC shall grow. And we'd like to support leaders who have shown themselves credible, distinguished themselves both in conduct and character to make sure they show us the way forward. My brother Ken, he's here also, one of the strong pillars of Imo politics. God bless you, my brother. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. And the two federal house, and our senator is not here. Ben Owajimogo is not here. But this is what Imo State has produced. And the two federal house members, please can you rise for recognition? This Austin and he just stepped out, and Chike Okafor. We're hoping that next 4 years, 2019, let me tell you, there will be a sweep of the entire Southeast by APC. Let me tell you. Because only if I know what I know before, now that I know that the election is winnable, then I appeal to all of you, join the APC and leave our interests out of it. Let us learn politics from the North. They will quarrel and fight, but once they come together, they unite and get what is for their people. Yorubas will do the same. Just the Igbos will fight from beginning to the end.